What's going on, guys? Fighting Game Select. We are back again, and you know I had to bring my boy Jiyuna back to the call. What's good, homie?
Oh, what's up, man? Thank you for having me on the other one. I heard you brought in your Japan expert once again.
I had to bring him in because, you know, I feel like this is another topic that we got to talk about, and I want to go ahead and get to the nitty-gritty before, you know, Capcom Cup around the corner to see who's going to win. Yeah. But look, man, which country is better right now?
I mean,
Japan or USA?
Punk's on my ass. I'm getting in trouble out here, but I gotta say Japan, right?
Yeah, you got to say.
I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. It's clear. It's like night and day. Japan's #1.
It's hard for me to say it's clear night and day because, you know, we had some troopers come out there on a secret agent run and you know, terrorize some crews over there, bro. They was not playing any games.
I know.
You guys was not ready for the matchup.
I know.
Despite y'all having the same characters we have.
Okay, we didn't pick those teams, right? That was an exhibition match. They had to get the players on the team. That was not. You had the best players from the West against, you know, some A+ ranked Japanese. That wasn't a dream team. That wasn't the
but
Japan
y'all the best
team.
though. All right, so what's the so look? Let me ask you this. Let's go for the first question. Okay. What is the Japan dream team? If you had to pick 3 of the best players that could come out here and start, you know, this X-Men over here, bro, just come through. Avengers, not even the full Avengers team, just the Captain America and the Thor. Yeah, Civil War. Who we doing?
There's so much. What I'm saying, there's so much. Oh man, only 3. All right, only 3. All right.
I mean, if you want to bring the whole squad, I mean, y'all ain't sounding like the best. If y'all gotta bring everybody,
we'll do 3.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
The Fab Cup was 3v3, so my ideal 3v3 team, Captain Daigo. We start off with Daigo, the captain. I mean, that's it. He's up there, right. Moral support, teaching everybody. I'm gonna put Kakeru on the team because Kakeru, he's proven that he is really good against international players. Right.
So and that's not without a doubt. That is free. He is really good against international.
Yeah. Some players only really can perform in Japan. They can't adapt to the foreign play styles. But I think Kakeru is good anywhere. So he's on the team. And then number 3, I'm leaning Tokido, Fudo, but I'm gonna go with Fudo. I think Fudo's another player too that like he's so analytical. He does so well against anybody, and he's running DJ so he can roll the dice whenever he wants. So that's the team I wanted to see at Fab Cup.
So that's your Iron Man, that's your Captain America, and that's your Thor.
Get Thor in there. That's it right there.
You got Thor in there? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So how about you?
Because we got Mjolnir. Okay.
Who would you put? You can use anybody in the West. Anybody outside of Japan. Who would you put as your 3 to go up against that squad?
Punk, Meta, and Big Bird.
Big Bird. Okay, so not Angry Bird. You go Big Bird. Okay.
Nah.
You think Big Bird on Marissa or Rishi would be better?
I think Big Bird with Marissa will definitely shake them up. You know, the history for Daigo and Punk. Punk definitely has the edge. Yeah. And then, you know, if Daigo's like, yo, I can't beat that guy, I'm gonna go somebody else. I think Big Bird's style is just so good against Daigo.
Yeah.
Right? Because, you know, Daigo is like, yo, I have to do something crazy. But Big Bird has all the punishes and very patient in a lot of aspects, especially when he's confident.
Yeah, and
then I got Mena. Mena just like to get dirty in the mud, bro. And, like, nobody knows. Nobody, like, you know, nobody thinks. But I feel like Mena Solid is, like, really good. But his other play style is like 5 times better. I know that play style can really make a lot of players uncomfortable, especially Fudo.
When Mena starts feeling himself, especially when Blanca just started level 2, just pounded his chest and flying all over the place. It makes that character look super cheap.
Yeah. So I think that's my team against your team, and honestly, like, we could talk about it with just results forever. I think the best player on your team right now is probably Fudo with the best results, but with those 3 players together, their results is like out of this world.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, I'm break character. I'm gonna be honest for 1 minute.
Wow.
This is how I think, and I'm pretty sure you can say this is real. So I think the best. I think I agree. If I had to bet money, I would bet on your team. I would put money on your team.
Why do you think right now USA is better than Japan? Right?
Now wait, I didn't say that. Now hold on. I said I would bet. I said I would bet on your team. I said I would bet on your team. I did not say that. So it's so weird because I don't think you can say that. I think you could say that, like, Mena is stronger than like the players in Japan, but I don't think you could say like USA is better than Japan. If you just look at the sheer number of players out here, right? I mean,
that's cheating.
I could list like 40 players that are all just like S tier level compared to Mena, who's like S plus level. So it's like, are you looking at, when you say which region's best, are you looking at the region that has the most concentrated good players or the one that has the best player?
If I bring out a player out, they're going to be able to do work. Obviously, Japan will have the better army.
Yeah.
You know, like they'll have the most consistent army. You know, like we'll probably have one of the best archers in the world, but y'all have 25 good archers. And like you can't beat that. You know what I mean? I always wonder, and I wanted to talk to you about this, is why you always feel like Japan as a whole is just always more dominant. They have more dominant players than US players.
I think the biggest thing, so for Street Fighter specifically, Street Fighter League is huge. So Street Fighter League exists in Europe, exists in America, but it's very, very different. They go there for like a week, 2 weeks, record everything, and they stop. Street Fighter League is like a year-long event here, so the players are constantly training. They're working together. They have coaches, so it's like they grind for a purpose for a much longer time, and they work together. So it's definitely that kind of like treating it like a job, having dedicated teams, supporting each other, that naturally leads to stronger players. But what I want to know, because like to me, it's obvious why the players are so strong. I want to know, how did Mena get so strong, right? How are the birds that strong when basically their scene is like way smaller than out here? Like I don't know how they just kind of broke the mold.
Well, I know Mena moved out here to the US, and I know that helped a lot. But you know, I gotta agree. I gotta admit, man, like I feel like the birds, like they're in such a nice spot where it's only them. But like the Middle East have a lot of good low-key players. But the thing is about it, they take advantage of that 24/7. And I think that's what makes those players so like talented, because they were already good, but like they got a chance to like taste what's good in a different country, and they came back and they used the ingredients and they made it better. And then they come back with it, and it's like very, very fantastic to watch. You know, I gotta really say, man, it's dedication. You know, dedication to their craft. You know, right now, I have to admit that, like, you know, East Coast alone is carrying like the U.S. strength for Street Fighter right now.
That's another video. Hold on, don't let the West Coast hear you say that.
And I'm not even saying that to just be like a fanboy. Bro, it's like, look at the results.
If you want to look at the age too, right? So a lot of the big pros are talking about, you know, like Fudo, right, Tokido, right. These players are like, they're nearing 40. They're getting up almost 40, right? They got responsibilities, right? Fudo's got a kid and everything, but you know, the birds can just grind, right? They want to be the best in the world. They're grinding. They got all that passion, that dedication, like you said. I feel like that's something, you know, everybody talks about when you get older, like, oh, you lose your reflexes and you can't be good anymore. I don't think that's the issue. I think I don't think that's the issue. When you get older, you kind of lose that drive that you had when you were younger.
Yes, and I think the reason why you lose that drive is that there's a lot of things that happen in your life. You know, you might have a family. You know, you want to prioritize family, or like, you know, you want to start doing things that, you know, build up. But then, you know, you realize when you try doing all those things, you lack time to put more effort into things that you want to like compete in. And like sometimes, you know, you'll play somebody that feels like their league's better than you, and that can discourage you. You know?
Yeah, I feel like definitely. I think you can see with Mena too. Mena's probably the most passionate player. Like you can just feel the drive. Like he wants to be the best. He wants to win, and like that's something I don't see from a lot of the pros out here. They kind of are just like, oh, I hope I can win this weekend. It would be nice, kind of thing. But that spark is not there anymore.
You know, and look, we're gonna end it off like this, bro. End game.
Okay, end game.
If we just brought your Avengers, and I'm talking about the whole world Avengers.
Okay.
Versus Japan.
Okay.
You pick two more, and I'll pick two.
All right, two more. I gotta toss Tokido in there.
Okay.
Of course, I gotta toss.
What about you know what? What's good with Momochi?
He's kind of chilling right now. He's got the esports team that he runs. So Shinobism.
Yeah.
So he's kind of moving over to. I mean, he still plays, but he's moving over to like coaching, managing role, and like raising the next generation kind of thing. Number 5, to fight against humanity. You know what? I'll put Kawano because he's young.
Oh.
Kawano's got a little bit of that Western energy in him, right? So he is like he feels himself. That's your Evo champ there too, right? So I would put him in there.
That's a solid champ.
Yeah, I would put him in there. So that would be my 5. Who else would you add?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Knuckle Dude.
Okay, yeah, cheap. That's cheap.
Bird's got 2 wings,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna bring out the right wing, Angry Bird. I feel like that team alone.
That team is cheap, man.
That team is kind of ridiculous now, dude.
That team is incredibly cheap.
And this is crazy because usually, like, it would be like NA, EU, but bro, Middle East, man.
Yep.
Those 2 guys,
Yep.
I feel like they also have kills too. There's a JP player named that. He's also really good. I forgot his name, but in the comment section below, you guys let me know. But that dude, he's also ridiculous too. That team versus Japan right now, free.
Man, I can't even.
Send him to the basement, dog.
I can't even try and. Because I would put all my money on your team. I can't even try. I can't even lie, man. I can't even lie. It's painful as the Japan fanboy because it's clear right now. I don't know how, right? I don't know why Japan is not, because if you talk about just pure environment, Japan's got the best environment, but the best players in the world all from outside, like smaller regions. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe over time things will change, but at the moment, I admit defeat.
Hey man, and that's all I wanted to hear. But look, after admitted defeat, where can they find you, bro?
If you guys want to check me out, come on, twitch.tv, ANIMEILLUMINATI. I got YouTube. I'm all over the place, man. Just hit me up on Twitter. I'm just chilling, enjoying fighting games like I always do.
Yeah, man. I know sometimes you be dropping some bombs on Twitter, and everybody be hating on you, bro.
Hey, that's
and
part of the fun.
I just be like, yeah, it's part of the fun, man. But you take it well like other people. Make sure you guys leave in the comment section below who you guys think is the best region right now, or who's the best country right now in the world. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you guys do please subscribe to the channel. Let me know who else you guys want me to bring on here. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next episode.